Greetings. I'm here to talk to you about a local area networking scheme proposal for a company. My name is Hervé Musangwa, and I'm one of the team members here. So currently, in most offices, the issue we face is the limited network. It comes to a point where the network is limited, mainly due to the fact that people are probably video conferencing, downloading, and all those other stuff. And this, through usually on a local network, this causes people to start complaining, and in the complaining, more problems arise because of the limited network. Mainly, they complain about the less bandwidth, hence the work is being slowed down. The use of Ethernet, which is a fast way of using the internet, being able to access the internet, but again, not practical for a person who's always moving around. So the main objectives of this project is to help increase the speed of the internet, enhance the speed, allow for the network engineer to be able to properly manage the different IP addresses, and then increase the network optimization. So the requirements we use for this design were Microsoft Visio and Lucidchart, and then the network simulator to see how network will pass, how the information will pass through the network. So first things first, we have to initiate protection for our local area network to help protect the information that's being passed through the office. Information like that can't get out, can't slip out of the office network. If a person coming from the outside is using the same network as ours, then information will be sensitive. Information that is sensitive like that can't be accessed by a person who's outside from the network. So implementing protection, we are using VPNs, the Active Directory, to keep track of people running, to keep track of devices running on the network, and the WRMs to assign specific permissions. If the person is a visitor, he has this type of permission. If he's a company employee, he or she has this type of permission. And then we have the Semantic Antivirus to periodically update computers, provide updates for computers that are on the network. So here's how physical design is going to be. We have the server room. Our server room implements firewall protocols. These protocols will range. If the person is an office employee, then certain protocols are lifted. If the person is a guest, then certain protocols, there are protocols that are implemented to keep them out of the network that office employees are using, and then just let him or her use the internet on the other side. And then our router, we have a router that's providing us with the internet, and then our switch has 2 access points. Will provide the internet 2 access points. Those access points, one is in charge of providing the wired connection, and the other is in charge of providing the wireless connection. So it's a star topology when you look at it, but within that star topology, there's a ring topology when it comes to wired computers. Hence, this is more favorable to these wired computers. This is much more favorable because information won't get in the hands of people who are not office employees. The information will always be passing through and not passing through another endpoint. We also have the IP addressing scheme. How will IPs be generated? So our main server, the DHCP server, after the router provides the IP, then the DHCP server serves IPs to the access points. These access points, through their range, then the computers that are connected through the range will all divide their IPs together, and then they will all be in the same range. The budget cap for this implementation, it's around $1,800. So calculating this, we based on the current value range of each of these materials that we use. A switch costs between $152 and $300, and a router between $150 and $300. So because we only need one switch and one router, we only look at that range and then try to estimate between the two. And then our access points, because the office is large, and we are trying to make sure that everyone has access to the internet on a regularly level, like everyone has the same amount of internet bandwidth and don't complain. Then we have 10 access points, and then the RJ45s for the wired connection. Any person who wants to use the wired connection, then he or she will have access to the Ethernets. And then the bandwidth, we're estimating 22 terabytes per month because we don't know how much the times are going to change, especially like in this coronavirus pandemic. People are mostly using the virtual. They are talking to each other via video conferencing. So we also have to take into account that it consumes a lot of data, and then to make sure that the issue of data shortage won't happen, bandwidth shortage won't happen, then we implemented 22 terabytes per month. So in conclusion,